Hello everyone, this is Tony, CEO, founder of Chicago Rental. Just making another video for my YouTube channel. This video is going to be about Turo and also going to be about private. All right. For those of you guys who follow me and follow my YouTube channel, you guys know I like to be very honest and open and transparent. I like to show the good and bad of the business, the pros and cons. I also like to talk about my experiences when I have good guests, bad guests, bad renters, bad customers. I had another very bad experience, probably the worst guest ever, not even exaggerating. And surprisingly, this guest was a repeat customer, never had any issues with Turo, but when I tried to do private for the very first time, it backfired. A huge slap in the face. I would never do private again. I'm going to talk about it in this video, share you guys my story, what happened, so that you guys don't make the same mistake that I made. All right, so we're going to show you guys. So this is my 2016 Dodge Durango Citadel. This is one of the first vehicles I had when I first started doing Turo. Very popular vehicle, one of my top performing vehicles. Turo, a few months ago, I made a video about this. Turo decided to unlist the vehicle. They blindsided me. They unlisted it out of nowhere. They canceled all my future trips. They tried to say because of maintenance and high mileage. Even though, when I got the vehicle, it was grandfathered in. When I first bought it, it had under 130,000 miles. And now it does have 200,000 miles, but there was no issues wrong with the vehicle once I got the overheating fixed. So they canceled the vehicle. I had a vehicle that I was pretty much stuck with because I was still making payments on it. It wasn't paid off. And I basically had to figure out what I was going to do with this vehicle because I still owe money on it and I couldn't rent out on Turo anymore. Okay, so just kind of give you guys like a little backstory and show you guys a walk around the vehicle. So make a long story short, I had a customer. He was a repeat customer. He rented from me a lot, and I decided to see if we want to work out something we could do private. So let me kind of show you guys what happened and talk about it in this video. Okay, so back in June, he rented this Durango from June 15th to June 26th on Turo. And that's the date that they enlisted it, and we've been doing private ever since. This is now October, okay? So if you check he got 36 trips. And if you check, a lot of these reviews are with me, okay? He ran a lot of times with me. Never, always 5 stars, no issues. I always return the vehicle on time, gas full, clean, no damages. So most of these are with me, okay? And you can see here, a lot of business together, okay? So I figured, I'd rather go with somebody I know and got business with, rather than somebody new off the streets or somebody young, if I'm gonna do private, if I'm gonna try it out. I'd rather be somebody I know and done business with before and rented to before. So I told him the situation. He was like, cool, he wanted to keep the vehicle, we could do private, because he would save money as well, because you don't have to worry about paying Turo, the Turo fee, the taxes, the insurance and stuff like that, because Turo charges, a lot of fees. And kind of give you guys an example, like this reservation right here, if you go to the receipt, and I can kind of show you what I mean by that. But basically, we both was cutting out Turo and both winning. So 11-day trip, I gave him a discount of $1,000, and you see that Turo charged me $100 because I'm on a 90-10 plan. I got $900. Okay. Now, even though the trip's total is $1,000, he probably paid Turo more because of the trip fee, the taxes, the insurance. So he basically paid Turo a little bit more, and then Turo took the cut for me. So we basically will be winning by, cutting out Turo and by, doing a private rental. Okay. So that's what happened. All right. In the beginning, everything was good. He was paying me on time. Everything was great. I was making money on a vehicle that I can't rent out on Turo no more. I don't have to worry about extending it, cleaning it, stuff like that. So in the beginning, it was going very, very good. Then a few months later, he stopped paying, stopped responding. I kept reaching out, saying, hey, when you gonna make a payment? Hey, are you gonna return the vehicle? What's going on? Stop responding to me and stop paying. And eventually I got fed up. And I'm like, look, you can't keep my vehicle for free. So, make a long story short, I sent my employees down to Atlanta, Georgia to pick up the vehicle because I'm in Louisville, Kentucky, so it's about a 5-6 hour drive. Took them to go pick up the vehicle. When I got there, he did not want to respond. He did not want to give up the vehicle easily. Had to call the cops. Whole lot of arguing back and forth, being very stubborn, wasn't being cooperative. And we called the police. They came out. They couldn't do anything because it was in his garage. It was in his property, so they couldn't do much. And basically, it was going to be a dry run. So I asked them that they want to stay on there for a night. I'll pay for the hotel, booked the room for them. They tried again the next day. Next day, they tried again. Still was a no-go. Finally, after talking to him several times, talking to the police several times, he finally came to his senses to go ahead and give up the vehicle. So they got the vehicle, they picked it up, they drove it back. As you can see here, there's some minor damages, like it's damaged right here. And then the little trim piece over here is missing. As you can see right here, this little trim piece is missing. Also, he didn't do any maintenance at all. So like this vehicle needs tires, brakes, oil change. It doesn't start without, you have to jump start it, you know, they may need a battery. Very dirty inside. You can see here, very dirty, filthy, ashes everywhere in the seats. You know, so very frustrating, very bad guess. I will never do private again. This is a learning experience. It's just not worth it. It's definitely worth, you know, giving Turo the 10%. It makes life so much easier. You know, you don't have to worry about recovering vehicles. If it gets into an accident, you can file a claim with Turo. It's easy to charge gas for cleaning fee, for smoking fee, for gas reimbursement, for tickets for tows. It's easy for them to extend, leaving each other reviews. The list goes on and on. So it's definitely worth, Turo is definitely worth it and way better than doing private. I will not ever do private again. Just not worth it. It's just too much of a headache, too much of stress, having to get payments from people, having to try to recover your vehicle, having to, you know, if he would have kept driving the car, he basically would have locked the motor because there was no oil in the car. He basically had it for months, but never got an oil change, never did any maintenance whatsoever, and then didn't want to give the vehicle back and stuff like that. So just very frustrating. Let me go ahead and start this up to kind of show you guys. But yeah, it's a lesson learned. Never do private again. See, look at that. It won't start. Will not start. So I had to go ahead and probably get it jumped again. Like I said, because it won't, you know, it won't start up without jumping it. So I got to see what's wrong with it. Probably the battery, the starter, alternator. Got to be one of the three. So let me go ahead and pop this here real quick so I can show you guys. Yeah, so I got my jump box here. Go ahead and probably get it started up. But yeah, but basically, just a lesson learned. Do not do private, guys. Okay, without recommended, do not do private at all. It's just not worth it at all. Let me go ahead and show you guys this vehicle as far as the earn, because this was one of my top performing vehicles. Okay, as far as earning goes, I'm gonna pull it up so you guys can see that. That's what sucks, that Turo just, you know, unlisted the vehicle like this. And even though yeah, it got high mileage, but I mean the car was running just fine. So just to kind of show you guys, if I go over to 2024, this vehicle I made $9,400 for 2024. If I go back over to 2023, for this vehicle, I actually made $18,000 in 2023. And go over to 2022, I made $19,500. And then when I first bought it in 2021, let's see how much I made here. I made $4,887 to be exact. Okay, so that's how much I made since it's been on Turo. So now it's unlisted. Turo will not let me relist this vehicle. So I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with it. First thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and do all the maintenance. You know, replace the brakes, the tires, oil change, see what's wrong with the battery, stuff like that. Clean it, wash it up, do all the maintenance. And after that, I gotta make a decision on what I'm gonna do with this vehicle. I may keep it as my daily driver. I may sell it. I may trade in. I don't know. I may give it away. Maybe somebody, one of my YouTube followers or something, need a vehicle. I may do like a raffle or something like that. I may give it away for free. I don't know yet. But just want to make this video, kind of talk about it. Do not do private, guys. Stick on Turo. It's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth giving them the 10%. You don't have to worry about the stress and headache that you have to deal with when you're doing private. If you like content like this, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit that like button, share. I post content like this all the time. And that's pretty much it. And I'll see you guys in the next